Hello there everyone and welcome back to ScorpioTech. In this video I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the Razer Cobra Pro wireless gaming mouse. This unit was kindly supplied for review by Ebuyer, but as always all thoughts and opinions are my own. For those of you that have seen my other videos, you'll know that I've been rocking a Razer Basilisk Pro for quite some time, which for me is a great work and gaming hybrid, but I was super excited to try out the Cobra Pro since it also features a good amount of macros and features. Priced at £130 or $130, this falls roughly into the same ballpark as the Logitech G Pro X Superlight and many other well-loved gaming mice, so let's find out if it does enough to stand out from its competition. Inside the box though, you're going to get a lovely braided USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable, a wireless USB dongle and USB dongle adapter, as well as the good old paperwork, Razer stickers, and of course the beautiful black Cobra Pro itself. One of my favourite things about the Cobra Pro is its multiple connection methods, which can be interchanged with the flick of a switch. You have Bluetooth, 2.4 GHz wireless, and of course the trusty wired method, which is also going to be how you charge the Cobra Pro, unless you of course buy the compatible Razer mouse dock and charging puck. As for other features, there's actually quite a lot on offer here, so let's take a look. First of all, the Cobra Pro features Razer's 3rd gen optical switches, which are reportedly up to 3 times faster than mechanical switches and also have a 90 million click durability, so as long as you don't love cookie clicker then you're definitely going to be alright. Razer have paired these switches with their Focus Pro 30K optical sensor, which offers an incredibly high accuracy, making this ideal for precision shooters. As well as this, you've also got 10 customizable controls and 11 zones of Razer RGB chroma lighting, which can all be customized in the Razer Synapse Software. As for battery life, with the lights off, you can expect to get somewhere between 80 and 100 hours whilst using the 2.4 GHz hyperspeed wireless option, which gives you an incredibly low latency. And with the Bluetooth option, you can expect to get over 150 hours of battery life, which is honestly pretty incredible. But please keep in mind that these numbers are with the lighting disabled, so with the RGB at full brightness, these numbers would be significantly reduced. With the main features now out of the way, let's take a closer look at the Cobra Pro and its beautiful design. The Cobra Pro is a small mouse. In fact, its frame is actually smaller than that of the G Pro X Superlight, although as you would imagine, it does weigh a fair bit more. As for additional buttons, you've got 2 on the top of the mouse and 2 more on the left side of the mouse, which can all be easily customized in the Razer Synapse software. You can also set up to 5 onboard profiles with preset macros, so for example you could have a Valorant profile with specific agent abilities on the side buttons, and also a COD profile with melee as a macro, all of which can be changed with the profile button on the underside of the mouse. Talking of the underside of the mouse, here you've also got the Bluetooth and wireless toggle switch, the removable puck where you can also store the wireless adapter, as well as some really smooth glides. The Cobra Pro is a little small for my hands, but I still find it very comfortable to use with more of a claw grip, which is generally preferred for competitive gaming anyway, and although it's plastic, the build quality is really solid with very little flex and noise. I also really love the rubberized side grips, but unfortunately with this material it is a fact that it will start to wear down with use, as I'm already starting to see happen on my Basilisk Pro. As for the rest of the design, I mean, it's a really good looking sleek mouse, and thanks to the chroma lighting zones on the mouse wheel, Razer logo and the underglow, you can add a personal touch to elevate the design even further. Although these days I'm generally favouring battery life, so I'm usually rocking a stealth build. Taking a look at the underside of the Cobra Pro, you can swap between your connection methods and custom profiles here, and there's also a spot for you to install a wireless charging puck if you wish to buy that as well. Thankfully in 2024 it's very common to have a USB Type-C port in a convenient location. I'm looking at you, Apple, and thankfully that is also the case here. On the back side of the mouse, the design is pretty clean. You can of course see the Razer logo, but it's not too in your face unless you of course use it as a lighting zone, but otherwise it's a really solid, clean and stylish mouse. And that theme continues with the sides. They feature pretty much full-size rubberized grips with 2 programmable buttons on the left side of the mouse. And as I said before, the mouse does feel quite small in hand, but I think it's a great size for a gaming mouse. I think this is definitely going to favour those of you that prefer a claw grip over a fingertip or palm grip, purely down to the size, unless you of course have smaller hands. Compared to the G Pro X Superlight, the Cobra Pro is actually slightly shorter in length, which did surprise me a little bit, but overall they have a pretty similar feel and design, with the most noticeable differences being the grips and the weight. Although the Cobra Pro is not a heavy mouse, coming in at just about 15 grams heavier than the Superlight. Overall though, I really love the design and feel of the Cobra Pro. It's packed full of features but with no compromises on the design. Moving on to connection methods, as I said before, this has Bluetooth, 2.4 GHz wireless, and of course the good old cable method. You can easily change your connection method via the switch on the bottom of the Cobra, which makes things very convenient. If you wish to use your mouse wired and not worry about the battery life, simply connect the provided USB cable from the mouse mouse to your PC, laptop or console. For the best wireless connection, set the mouse to 2.4 on the bottom switch and plug in the provided 2.4 GHz Cobra Pro dongle into a spare USB port and the connection will automatically be established. Bluetooth mode is also pretty simple if you're good with your fingers. Push the slider into Bluetooth mode, then press and hold the scroll wheel, right mouse button and mouse button 5, which is the furthest forward button on the left side of the mouse, for 3 seconds to enter pairing mode. However, personally I'm going to be connected via 2.4 GHz wireless to make use of Razer's hyperspeed wireless technology for a lower latency experience. And I've got to say, the glide on this mouse really surprised me. It's incredibly smooth to use and is easily in my top 3 mice out of the ones I've currently tested. As you've seen already, once connecting the mouse, the RGB immediately kicked in and it's way brighter than I expected, which will obviously impact your battery life. To get the most out of the mouse though, you're going to want to download the Razer Synapse Software, which gives you access to not only RGB customization, but also button mapping, power settings, performance options, and much more. This includes things like DPI and polling rate, as well as lots of customizable lighting options, and even very specific things like mouse mat surface calibration to really tailor this mouse to you for the best possible experience. I think Synapse Software had a bit of a bad rep for quite a while, but it's much improved over what it used to be and gives you a fantastic amount of control over your product. I really love the amount of macro preset options available here for things like mic muting, opening specific programs, changing your sense, but it's also really great that you have full control over making your own macros. With the settings sorted to my preferences, it was time to jump into some Valorant and see if this gaming mouse could add some much needed improvement to my aim. And well, I played better than I ever did before, and whether that's just a good aim day or down to the mouse, I'll leave that up to you.
Enemy down. Thug. Down. Captain killed. No more. Captain killed.
So yeah, pretty good first impressions of the Cobra Pro. It's a beautiful looking and feeling mouse with an excellent feature set, and long may it last the improvement in my aim to match. I'd really struggle to fault this mouse. Razer, if you're listening though, hurry up and make a Mercury version. I need it in my life. It really is a brilliant mouse for the price, and I'm surprised it isn't more popular. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you want to find out more about the mouse, please check out the link down below. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.